शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर जय जय शङ्कर हर हर शङ्कर।
ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहं। श्री गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। Voice of God, Deivathin Kural, first volume, chapter 4, Vedic religion, and today's topic is yesterday's continuation of the topic, the unique features of our religion, second part. In support of our doctrine of rebirth, we can give strong proof. A European lady who once came to me asked me proof for this reincarnation theory. I did not enter into any argument with her. There was at that time a Purohit in our camp who knew English also. I asked him to take her to the maternity hospital and told her to note down the details of the newborn babies and bring them. She went with him to the maternity hospital and returned with details of the babies. According to the details, a child was chubby, another was thin, one was beautiful and the other was ugly. One was born in the high-class ward in great comfort, and another was born to an extremely poor lady in the midst of untold sufferings. I asked her, let us leave aside the question of the Lord sending someone to permanent hell. We cannot see that. Now you have the beginnings of several lives in the maternity hospital. Why such differences? Why should one be born in the midst of riches and the other born in poverty? Why is one healthy and the other one weak? One is beautiful and the other one ugly. If we accept the theory of your religion that there is only one birth and also see the differences at birth and so much partiality, would it not lead to the conclusion that the Lord is without mercy or lacks intelligence and is acting arbitrarily? How to practice devotion in the belief that such a God will show mercy? For the differences you have noticed, can there be any other explanation except that reincarnation takes place depending upon the sins and virtuous deeds of the past? She went away happily, accepting what I said. But for the modern people, these explanations are not enough. They would want scientific proof. Even looking from that angle, parapsychologists today have made considerable research in this field and have come out with several facts in support of reincarnation. In their travel around the world, they have met many people in several places who have remembered their previous births and spoken about them. There are many who are able to talk about what they had seen in previous births in places which have no connection whatever with their present places and which are far away. They were then connected with several people with whom they have no connection in this life. They give detailed information. To verify their statements, parapsychologists went to those places. When they went there, they were amazed to find that identifications and persons with whom they were connected in previous birth. These are not just one or two. There are several cases. We have completely forgotten our past life, but there are a few who can recollect it. Researchers also say that such people are generally not those who had died a normal death, but those who met with an accident or had been murdered, etc., and their lives cut short. Another feature exclusive to Hindu religion is that just as it talks of reincarnation of man, it also talks of incarnation, that is avatar of the Lord. The highest truth in our religion is that reality is one and that one has become so many things. If so, that supreme one is also the jivas which are subjected to repeated birth and death. Apart from this, is it not also the Lord who protects this sentient and insentient world? This Ishvara is not bound by karmas like men. Man takes several births to experience the karmas, but there is no need for Ishvara to take birth in that manner. Ishvara descends down to the world again and again out of mercy for man who, instead of releasing himself from the previous karmas, becomes more and more sinful, and therefore the Lord wants to help him and lifts him up. The Lord takes several avatars when dharma declines and adharma reigns. In order to establish dharma, protect the weak and punish the wicked. This is what Lord Krishna says in the Gita. That everything is Lord is at one level. We cannot grasp that aspect. Then the aspect that the Lord has a special place in those things which are the most distinguished as mentioned in Vibhuti Yoga of Gita. To send into the world acharyas, great men, jnanis and yogis and great devotees to achieve this is another. Finding that all this is not enough, the Lord coming down himself as avatar is another aspect. Avataranam means to come down. He is beyond everything, it is said. He is Paratpara, that is transcendent. Such an Ishvara coming down, being born in our midst and establishing dharma is called avatar. Followers of Saiva Siddhanta do not accept that Lord Shiva took avatars. They do not accept what is usually said that Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada was the incarnation of Ishvara and Jnana Sambandar the incarnation of Muruga, etc. Their views is that it is degrading for the Lord to be in the womb, in a body of flesh and bones. But for Advaitins, all those who lived in the womb or of flesh and bone are in reality Brahman only. Therefore, they do not find anything degrading in Ishvara coming down as avatar. Although there are several similarities in the metaphysics of Vaishnavas and Shaivas, and Vaishnavas do not accept Advaita, that it is Brahman only, that is Jiva. Vaishnavas accept the theory of incarnation. Generally in practice, avatar is taken to mean only the avatar of Mahavishnu. The reason why Vaishnavas accept the theory of reincarnation, the theory of incarnation, is because they believe that the Lord is full of compassion and therefore in order to redeem the souls, he will lower himself down to any extent. Because he behaves outwardly as ordinary man, knowing well that he is the Lord, no blemish gets attached to him. All in all, it can be said that the orthodox faith, which is Hindu religion, accepts the theory of incarnation because even though the Shaivas do not accept that their supreme Lord, namely Lord Shiva, does take avatars, they do accept that Mahavishnu took 10 avatars. Voice of God will continue. Pradosha Shankara, Pratyaksha Shankara, Tennarudiya Periyava Potri, Enna Attavakkum Yaraiva Potri, Sarvagnya Sarvavyapi Periyava Sharanam, Maya Pirapparakkum Mahaperiyava Potri.